Yo, yo, yo. Alright, it is recording. It's currently 12 a.m. right now, and decided to pick up the mic and pick up the camera. Just basically put out a message that I just recently had in my head. So, just to bring a little bit of context, I have a friend who's doing high ticket sales, high ticket remote sales, and he's doing pretty well for himself. Brought home 12K in December, and he went to another country, went from Perth, Western Australia, to Thailand, and he went with, I think, 3 other people, just to close deals, increase their income, be in a new country, change their environment, right? And that is going to be the theme of today's video, which is shifting your environment and being uncomfortable. Now, because me and him are close, right? We call each other basically every single night, go on Discord, just hop on call, do role plays, talk about networking, talk about what we did for tonight, and just talk about life. And a thing that has been plaguing my mind recently is, over the last week, was he told me, how much this experience has changed his life and how much it has changed his perspective on how he sees the world. And I was like, wait, so what do you mean? And he said, well, first couple days in Thailand, he didn't really like it. He thought that, he was going to land in Thailand, work for 12 hours a day, and, just be locked up in his room, not explore anything, and just work, right? Because no family obligations, no responsibilities besides worrying for himself, worrying about food, water, and all that. And yeah, just basically survive, close deals, and that's the end of the day. But then, because he's been hanging out with other people, right, who are wanting to increase their income, and he's hanging out with 21, 24-year-olds. So out of our age group, we're 18, 19, he's hanging out with 20-year-olds. And he realized that they are on the same wavelength as him. And he was like, bro, you would love it if you, Bao, you would love it if you came. All right. And I was like, damn, bro, I missed out. And what he meant by that was, they just more mature. They see life in a different way than, how my previous friends from high school saw life. Now, that is not a knock on my high school friends. I still adore them. I still think that they are my boys. But then I'm not playing the same game as them, right? I'm not playing the game of trying to pass uni. I'm playing the game of business. And, in business, there's a famous saying where it's like, you don't have a business problem, you have a personal problem that manifests into your business. So business is basically just a long-term self-improvement game, right? That's how I see it. I might be wrong, but that's how I see it. For your business to constantly improve, for your income to be constantly improving, constantly growing, is if you are constantly growing as a person. And how I found growth in, whatever I decided to pursue my attention, my energy into, um, there were two main variables. First one was love for the game, right? For example, in school, I loved all the subjects I did. Two math subjects, uh, physics and chemistry, right? It might seem nerdy, but you know, that's what I like to do. And the sports I played, basketball, soccer, swimming, right? Even though I didn't really like swimming, I still somehow found a love for swimming when I was competing, right? I guess I just like to compete. That's why I was so good at sports, right? It was just the constant love of the game and being uncomfortable, being out of your bubble of the comfort zone, right? That's how you grow, right? And so when I look at my environment and what I surround myself with, the people I surround myself with, the physical environment I'm in, right? Then I wouldn't say that it's optimal for my personal growth. Now, why do I say that? You know, I've been living under my dad's roof for basically my entire life. And that just basically instilled a sense of comfort and a sense of, you know, being safe at home, right? As you'd expect. But, one of the main reasons that my friend actually went to another country was to experience to experience that uncomfortable feeling, right? To always be on his toes, to always be in survival mode, right? So that he learns rapidly, right? Main reason of that's the main purpose of being uncomfortable, is just to learn and to adapt into a new environment, right? And even hanging out with people that he's never hung out with in real life. And if I reflect on myself, I've only been hanging out, talking to people, conversing with people who are in my circle, who are, part of my family, who I deem as brothers. Right? I've only been talking to them instead of talking to other people. And so, you know, I've just come to the conclusion that I guess I have to change my environment, and that starts with the people who I hang out with, right? And again, it's not a knock on to my high school friends and my uni friends, right? I think they're good people, but I recognize that we are playing two different games, right? I don't want to speak for their part, but from what I've been hearing, they're not playing the same game that I'm playing, right? And that goes to show whenever we talk about money, you know, like they're trying to earn 100K a year or 120, 140K a year. Whereas I'm trying to earn that amount in a month, right? That is my ultimate goal. Now, if I reach 100 grand a month, and, I find that I still have the drive to pursue more, so be it. But yeah, I just realized that we're optimizing for two different things. They're optimizing for, you know, new gained experiences. They want to, go traveling, find peace in their family, go partying, go clubbing, right? Play their sports. Whereas I think my focus has shifted from, trying to experience things to trying to find more meaning and purpose in life. And I think my purpose in life is building things, right? That's why I hopped into entrepreneurship, which is to build cool shit, right? There's no better way to put it. And yes, despite me pulling, 8, 10, 12-hour days sometimes, I wouldn't trade it in for anything else, right? The grind is what is what I live for. And, I see on my friends' faces that they don't want to live my life. And, I see in myself that I don't want to live their life. And I guess it's just a standard thing. Like, my standards have elevated, right? The people who I want to talk with are the ones that are on my same journey, right? Are either just a little bit below or just a little bit above my level. And, you know, I want people who can actually relate to my situation, not just me talking to a blank wall. And, I try to explain to them what email marketing is, what, remote sales is, right? Where I try to explain to them that, yes, you can actually make money talking to another person on Zoom, or like actually typing in an email, sending it to a list within 30 minutes, and you get paid, right? Yeah, I guess it's just a standards thing where I just got to elevate my standards, be a little bit more uncomfortable within my environment, within who I talk to. So yeah, I guess that's my 2 cents on it. It is approaching 12:13, so I'll leave it here.